This is Time Signatures with Jim Ervin, a podcast presented by the Capital Area Blues Society in Lansing, Michigan.
I've been driving, baby, driving up and down this Michigan road.
And now, here he is, your host, Jim Ervin.
Baby, I'm home.
Well, hello there. Thank you, Big Lou, and welcome, everyone. I'm Jim Ervin, and this is Time Signatures. As we've been telling you quite literally since spring, 2026 is one of the most active years in my recent memory for new albums, and today we've got another good one. GA20 recently teamed up with the legendary Charlie Musselwhite on their latest offering called Blues Now, and this one has not been released all that long ago. Here to talk about all the details is the founder of GA20 and a 16-year veteran member of Charlie's touring band, guitarist Matt Stubbs. Welcome back to Time Signatures. How you doing, man?
Good. Thanks for having me, Jim.
Oh, glad to have you back, man. You guys got to be really happy with this new album, Matt. How's the feedback so far?
Great. It's been out just over a week, and we're having a hard time keeping up with all the reviews and features and everything. And we just got word today that it debuted at number 6 on the Billboard Blues chart.
Nice.
Which is very exciting. Yeah, it's been good.
Well, once again, you have encapsulated that old school sound in this album, a sound that the band has been known for from the start, and I honestly never get bored with it. How about you?
No, I don't. No, I don't get bored with it, man. That's the records I love are from the 50s and 60s, you know? So if I'm still listening to them now, it's good.
Definitely got that sound. Now, as you were putting this one together, was the addition of Charlie always part of the thought process?
Yeah, for this record, yeah, that was the whole concept, was to have Charlie come aboard and be a partner or collab with us, make a GA20 record, but with Charlie on the whole record.
And, I was really excited to see that he was on the whole record. I didn't expect it at first. And then as I listened, I thought, well, man, he's just all the way through this. So that's awesome. But I wanted to ask you, how did it feel to have him working with you in a more supportive role this time around? Was it a bit strange to swap those roles, or did it just kind of click from the start?
It wasn't strange. The concept for this record, I've been talking with Charlie about it for about 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
And it was something we both wanted to do, but we had to find the right time where we had space in our tour schedule and the right studio and all that stuff. So no, it was not, it felt very natural. And, the goal that we came up with together was, let's make a GA20 sounding record that has Charlie on it as a collab. He's collabing, he's a partner on it.
Right. Now, how about the guys, man? I know that they've only been with you for about a year and a half, 2 years now?
Yeah, just under 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah. How did they respond to having Charlie with them on this?
I mean, everybody gets along great. We've been doing tour dates now, with GA20 with Charlie, and we're all good pals. They had never met Charlie in person before we recorded this record. So Charlie and myself were talking back and forth, and then the band GA20, Josh, Cody, and myself were talking. We were picking what material we wanted to do. But when it was time to record, Charlie flew out, and we had 2 rehearsals before we went into the recording studio.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first time those guys met Charlie, so it was, I don't think you can tell by listening to the record that the relationship was so fresh with those 3, but it went really well, man. Everybody has a good time.
Were they a little bit fanboyish at first? Were they kind of blown away when they got to meet him and work with him?
I wouldn't say fanboyish, respectful. You know what I mean? They know.
Yeah.
They know Charlie's history, and so they were very excited to do it and very respectful about it. But it definitely felt like a record of peers. We were in there. It wasn't like anybody was in charge. We were making a record together.
That's really cool. It is. And being able to put something together on this level, I mean, we're gonna talk about this album here. Overall, I enjoyed the album start to finish. I've listened to it several times over, as I do with everybody when I talk to them. but I always do my best to put a few favorites aside, and this one's no different. First and foremost, Crazy Love got me from the opening note. It got my attention right away. Next up, Blues Never Die and Strange Land. And of course, one of Charlie's tunes, best known for his album from Vanguard in 1967, Stand Back, the song Cristo Redentor. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, Stand Back and Cristo were on his first record, and we picked those songs for this session because of that. Charlie does both of those songs in his set. I've played with him for about 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
And every gig I've ever done, we do both of those. So those songs were kind of important for us to record. I wanted to, I was producing the record and I wanted to have a crack at it. Both of those tunes have been recorded multiple times with Charlie. And so they were important to record. Charlie actually didn't write Cristo. A lot of people think he wrote that. But it's become his signature song. He's done it since his first record, Stand Back.
It's really interesting, as I was doing some history on this song, that it was actually a jazz song recorded first in 1963. It's a classic. Mm-hmm. Did you ever ask him what led him to first record that song on the album?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he said when he was in Chicago in the 60s, he'd go to these clubs and there was these jukeboxes that had a lot, everywhere you went, they kind of had similar records, I guess, on there, or 45s maybe. And it wasn't all blues. Some of it was jazz. And that was one of the songs. So when he was, hanging out in Chicago, and I guess it would be the early or mid 60s,
mm-hmm.
you would hear that song, the jazz version of it, I think in jukeboxes, if I remember correctly, that's what he told me.
Time Signatures is pleased to welcome an endorsement from Bushman Harmonicas. Bushman Harmonicas was founded in 1996 by John Hall, and they are quickly becoming the premier harmonica manufacturer in the world. Featuring the Roundhouse, Bushman's most comfortable harmonica. This model offers unbeatable price and quality combination, and they are also perfect for beginners as well as pro-level players. For a look at everything Bushman has to offer, please visit bushmanmusic.com, and by all means, let them know that Time Signatures sent you. Thank you. I have to tell you, for people that have not heard the jazz version of this, go look it up. It's really worth a listen. It's really a cool tune to check out. But I wanted to ask you, Matt, what was it like to have him agree to record that particular track on this album?
I mean, it was great. It was very nonchalant, to be honest. I mean, we were just texting and doing phone calls, trying to figure out. We knew we had a few days in the studio booked, and we knew we had limited rehearsal time. And that was, I told him I thought it'd be a good idea to take a crack at Cristo. And our version of it has a lap steel solo, which that's never been recorded on that song that I know of before. Cody, the other guitar player, is great at pedal and lap steel. So that was kind of a twist that I kind of thought of. And Charlie loved the idea. Back in the day, he had a guitar player in his band called Freddie Roulette in Chicago, who was a lap steel blues player.
Oh, no kidding.
And I don't think a lot of people know that, but Freddie was a very cool player. So I thought it would be, a little bit of tip of the hat to doing something with lap steel somewhere on the record, just because if people know Charlie's career, they know that Freddie was in that band,
Well, I didn't know that. I'm always learning. That's what I love about doing this podcast, man. I'm always learning something. From the looks of things, though, you've got plenty of touring activity listed on your website for the coming months, including stops at various spots across the United States, 2 stops right here in the state of Michigan. And actually, one of them is coming up on the 18th, which is next week. Have you ever played at the Arc?
I've never been to Ann Arbor. I've been to Michigan an awful lot, but I've never been there. I've heard about it for years, so I'm looking forward to being there.
Let me tell you, because I've been there several times, it's a wonderful listening room. I think their capacity is about 275. It is a wonderful room, and the people that are going to be there, of course, there's a lot of people that are going to be there for you, and then there's going to be a lot of people there because you're supporting somebody else, aren't you?
Devon Allman, yeah, our buddy Devon.
Yeah. And this is his 20 Years Strong tour. Now, as an opening act, how much time are you guys going to have on stage?
With Devon, we get about 35 minutes. 30 to
Okay.
35 with Devon is our time slot.
So it's going to be power pack from start to finish, isn't it?
We're going to get everything we can get in there.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I truly am, and I think you're going to have a great time. The Ark is kind of cool because it's upstairs in this building, okay, and then there's a room downstairs called the Blue Llama, and they kind of work hand in glove. The Blue Llama does more along the lines of jazz, and they do a little bit of everything upstairs at the Ark. But man,
do they have an elevator? Do they have an elevator for the load in?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
they do. Okay.
They're not
Otherwise,
make...
I was going to ask if you could come help me lift my amp.
Believe me, I know how to get in there. I know where to be, and any way I can help you, I'll definitely do.
All right.
And I'm bringing my camera too, so I'm excited to be able to shoot your show.
Right on.
I don't know what if Devon's going to allow me to or not. I'm not really going down there with that in the back of my mind. If I have to just sit and enjoy the show, so be it. But
sure. You can take as many pictures as you want of us, no problem.
And I will make sure to get these to Amy, and there's no charge for any of that. I'm so excited to be able to have a chance to meet you guys. And obviously, I don't need to worry about getting a signed CD because I've already got one.
Right on.
But we are definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. As you know, Matt, we always ask the question here. What do fans expect when they come to see you on the 18th? Is there anything that you're going to hit extra hard from the new album, or what are your plans?
I mean, as far as songs go, we have a lot of albums out, so we do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
But it's upbeat, man. We play, upbeat music, loud music. It's not, people hear blues and sometimes think down and out or slow. We do a rock and roll show. It's a good time.
It is definitely a good time. I love your music, love the albums. I mean, they're a lot of fun. Can't wait to see it. And you know what's next, Matt? Where can we send people to learn more about GA20, maybe to buy some CDs, vinyl, merch, or to get you guys booked for a gig?
All of that can be done through our website, ga20band.com.
Wonderful. Well, Matt Stubbs, once again, man, it's a pleasure to have you here on Time Signatures. A little bit of a quick hit this time around. But I am planning on catching you guys sooner than later, and I'm definitely going to be there to see you at the Ark, and looking forward to a great show with you.
We'll see you there. Thanks.
Absolutely. Well, before we close this episode, I want to talk to you about the Blues Foundation located in Memphis, Tennessee. The Blues Foundation preserves blues heritage, celebrates the blues recording and performance, expands worldwide awareness of the blues, and ensures the future of this uniquely American art form. The Blues Foundation is responsible for the International Blues Challenge, held each year on Beale Street, the International Blues Music Awards, the Annual Blues Music Awards, and the Blues Hall of Fame. Celebrating 46 years, and they're just getting warmed up. To make a tax-deductible donation today, please go to blues.org, then click the donation button on the top right and make your donation. And as always, thank you so much for your consideration. And that wraps up this edition of Time Signatures. Once again, my thanks to our guest, Matt Stubbs, but also to you. For without you, none of this would be possible. Jim Ervin reminding you, keeping the blues alive is everyone's responsibility, but preserving the history of the blues, yeah, that's my job. Stick around, guys. We'll see you next time.
You've been listening to Time Signatures with Jim Ervin, presented by the Capital Area Blues Society in Lansing, Michigan. Now, for more information about CABS, visit capitalareablues.org. The Time Signatures theme song, Michigan Roads, is used by permission and was written by Root Doctor, featuring Freddie Cunningham. You can find this episode and past episodes of Time Signatures at lccconnect.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, keep on keeping the blues alive.
Baby, I'm home.
Ooh, shuggy ducky.